Never in my life did I expect to guard my own home from a neighborhood enforcer with a superiority complex, but that's exactly what happened. I'm David, and this is how I ended up calling the sheriff on the most self-important woman in Brookstone Hollow. It all began on a seemingly ordinary Tuesday. I was busy working remotely, deep into a project, when I heard my front door handle jiggle, not a knock, like someone was actively trying to open it. Then came the unmistakable jingle of keys, and a voice muttering about inspection procedures. I quietly moved to the window and peeked out. Standing on my porch was Carol Jennings, HOA chairwoman, flipping through a bundle of keys that looked like they belonged to a medieval castle, attempting each one in my lock. Clad in her usual pastel blazer and her self-made HOA director badge, laminated and everything, she looked like she meant business. I watched, stunned, as she kept trying keys, occasionally scribbling on her clipboard. That was it. I flung the door open just as she was mid-turn with yet another key. Carol stumbled back, surprised, nearly dropping her notes. She quickly adjusted herself, smoothed her blazer, and smiled like nothing was wrong. "Oh David, you're home," she cooed in that sugary sweet tone that made my stomach turn. "Just a quick exterior safety inspection. I thought your lock might be faulty. By trying to break into my house?" I asked, keeping my cool even though I was livid. She chuckled awkwardly and waved me off. "Don't be silly. I have master keys for emergencies. I thought I heard water running. Didn't want any flooding. Property values, you know. I'd been in Brookstone Hollow for 3 years. Carol had harassed me since the start. Wrote me up for my grass being slightly overgrown, for parking my car at a mild angle, and once because I brought out trash cans 5 minutes late. But this crossed the line. Carol," I said firmly, "you were trying to get into my home without my say. That's illegal." She clutched her clipboard like a shield. "I'm the HOA chairwoman. I have every right to check that our standards are being upheld. It's in the regulations. Show me the part where it says you can unlock front doors without consent," I replied. Her face twitched. "Well, it's implied under general oversight policies. I've done this for years with no pushback." My jaw dropped. "You've entered people's homes." Realizing her blunder, she backtracked. "Only when absolutely needed. It's always for the community's benefit. You newcomers don't understand what it takes to keep a neighborhood desirable." I took out my phone. "I'm calling the authorities." Her face twisted in disbelief. "You wouldn't dare. I'll have you evicted so fast your house will be on the market by morning." I have influence. I was already on the line with emergency services. As the call connected, Carol kept ranting about ungrateful homeowners, how no one appreciated her efforts, not even her own husband. While I explained the situation to the dispatcher, Carol rattled off violations from her clipboard. "Your mailbox is too close to the road. Your doorbell isn't the approved style. And those solar lights, unauthorized." 20 minutes later, a sheriff's deputy pulled up. Officer Morales, calm and confident, approached as Carol immediately began spinning her version. "Officer, this is a total misunderstanding. I'm just ensuring compliance with neighborhood policies." "Ma'am," the officer said, "were you attempting to unlock this man's front door?" "Yes," Carol replied proudly. "I have the keys. For emergencies." "Did you have permission?" the officer asked. "I don't need it," Carol snapped. "I'm the chairwoman." I showed Officer Morales my doorbell camera footage, Carol trying keys while muttering about air filters. He watched, expression unreadable. "This is attempted unlawful entry," he said. "Title or not, you cannot enter someone's home without permission." Carol's mask cracked. "But I've done this for years," she cried. "It's how I maintain standards. Otherwise, people get lazy. Try scheduling inspections like a normal person," Morales replied. Then came the unraveling. When asked if she'd entered other homes, Carol fell apart. Through gasps and dramatic hand-waving, she admitted to letting herself into a dozen houses that year. She waited for people to leave and checked for things like unapproved cleaning supplies, furniture visible from windows, and even what brand of toilet paper they used. "Charmin is too thick for our septic systems," she sobbed. Morales stared at her, stunned. He called in backup and began taking a statement. Carol alternated between crying and threatening lawsuits, against me, the police, even the doorbell manufacturer. As word spread, neighbors gathered. Tom from next door said Carol rearranged his furniture during his vacation. Sarah from down the block said she caught her inspecting her spice cabinet. Story after story poured out. Carol had checked basements, bathrooms, even a teen girl's posters, because they used the wrong adhesive strips. Carol wailed, "You don't get it, my husband left me for a non-HOA neighborhood. Said I was controlling, I just wanted to prove rules matter." For a moment, I almost pitied her. Almost. Then I remembered she fined me $300 for using eggshell instead of pearl white on my trim. Officer Morales had heard enough. "You're being cited for trespassing, attempted unlawful entry, and violation of privacy," he said. "Final charges depend on how many residents want to press charges." Carol collapsed on my lawn. "I gave my life to this place. I did it for all of you." Morales helped her to her feet and guided her toward the patrol car. "You'll regret this," she screamed. "Without me, this place will fall apart." "Ma'am," Morales said, pausing before placing her in the car, "you're facing dozens of counts. Each one carries fines and possible jail time. You could be looking at years behind bars." Carol's face drained of color. "Years," she whispered. "But I'm the chairwoman." "Not anymore," Tom called. Neighbors nodded. Carol's knees buckled and Morales caught her before she hit the ground. As the car drove off, we heard her whisper, "I was only trying to help. I was only trying to help." The car disappeared down the street, leaving a silent group of residents standing in my yard. We were stunned. 3 months later, Carol was sentenced. 18 months probation, 50 hours of community service, and $20,000 in fines after a dozen neighbors pressed charges. She was also permanently banned from joining any HOA board in the state. When the judge read the sentence, Carol fainted. Paramedics had to revive her.